Anti-Semitism associated specifically with Nazism is an ideology made up of a combination of racist elements from traditional and modern forms of anti-Semitism. This ideology, developed and peddled by Hitler and the Nazi Party, aided in allowing people throughout Europe to become complicit to the Holocaust as it happened. Throughout history, anti-Semitism has remained a constant in most religions and cultures in some form, and the roots of anti-Semitism can even be found in pagan beliefs and practices. Pagan anti-Jewishness is important because it provided fertile soil for its Christian heirs, and it also reminds us that there is a significant form of hostility to Jews in antiquity that preceded the birth of Christianity. Wistrich's comment reminds us that anti-Semitism did not begin with Hitler, and it certainly didn't end with him either. According to Jolin Turner, the term anti-Semitism wasn't used in reference directly towards Jews until it became popularized by Wilhelm Marr in the late 1800s. Traditional anti-Semitism originates in religious ideologies from paganism to Christianity and throughout the ages. Abulafia notes that in one of the earliest anti-Jewish texts they emerge as 1. Irrational, 2. Deliberate killers of God, and 3. In possession of post-biblical writings which induce them to have irrational beliefs about God. In medieval Europe, this traditional hatred of Jews was perpetuated by the belief that they were carriers of disease, unscrupulous moneylenders, and perpetrators of rituals using Christian blood. This traditional anti-Semitism remained throughout Europe, providing a foundation for modern anti-Semitism. There are several subsections beneath the umbrella of modern anti-Semitism: nationalistic, political, racial, and pseudoscientific anti-Semitism. Nationalistic anti-Semitism focuses on labeling Jews as alien and foreign, and emerged pre-World War I, a time characterized by rapid industrialization. Joel and Turner state that the German people perceived Jews as outsiders and believed they had a mystical unity between themselves and the land that Jews were unable to share. Socialist anti-Semitism is a combination of the traditional perspective of Jews as moneylenders and merchants and the socialist opposition to capitalism. For socialist anti-Semites, the capitalist evil and the Jew became one and the same. Allegedly powerful and wealthy Jews were held responsible for the negative accompaniments of rapid industrialization and modernization. Political anti-Semitism goes hand in hand with nationalist and socialist anti-Semitism. Concepts of these theories were used by newly founded anti-Jewish political parties as part of their agenda. These modernist forms of anti-Semitism and political parties that were openly anti-Semitic attracted those who were disenchanted with the capitalist government and industrialization. Burley and Wipperman note that in Germany these anti-Semitic theories appear to have enjoyed an especially wide currency and a high degree of political instrumentation. This can also be observed in the transition of the Nazi Party from the German Workers' Party to the Nationalist Socialist German Workers' Party. Racial and pseudoscientific anti-Semitism attempt to use the concepts of social Darwinism to establish a biological and scientific difference between Christians and Jews. These theories were mainly based around those of anthropologists like Joseph Gobineau, whose work claims that white, yellow, and black races were of unequal value, and that Aryans were the superior race. Ernst Haeckel, a German zoologist, used Darwinism to substantiate his theories that stated that the Indo-Germanic race was superior to Hemi-Semitic peoples, and that because of their more highly developed brains, they would triumph over all races. Nazi anti-Semitism combined and radicalized all aspects of these racist ideologies. Yehuda Bowers suggests that there are clear elements of continuity between Christian anti-Semitism, nationalistic anti-Semitism, and racist, radical, exterminatory anti-Semitism. Hitler's core beliefs were based on pseudoscientific Darwinist theories. He believed that German people were the superior race, and in order to promote human progress, nature encourages a stronger specimen to mate with the stronger, while discouraging the propagation of the weak. He believed Jews to be incapable of creating their own culture and fully endorsed the idea that they were part of a world conspiracy. One new feature of Nazi anti-Semitism was the idea of Jewish Bolshevism. According to Hayes, this concept came from Soviet uprisings that involved leaders of Jewish heritage who played a prominent part. This is unique to Nazi anti-Semitism and was used by Hitler as a way to further demonize and target hatred toward the Jews. The brand of anti-Semitism promoted by Hitler and the Nazi Party, and the backbone on which it was based, was the context that allowed Hitler to successfully take control of Germany. By addressing the discussions by Winstrich, Burley, and Wipperman, we are able to understand key elements in traditional and modern anti-Semitism that contributed to the ideologies that were at the forefront of Hitler's policies and became their justification for the persecution of Jews.